Welcome. Namaste. My name is Babette. Thank you again for being here. I'm excited to share today's a bit more power Vinyasa flow with you today. And something to think about with the word power. For me, that means moving deep from within the core, getting into mobility, so our strength and our flexibility. So feeling empowered. And then we get into all the strength stuff as we go. So I hope you enjoy. Have a bit of water, maybe a towel nearby. Blocks can always be handy, but primarily going to your practice space, a mat, and a moment to practice. Please come to lie on your belly whenever you are ready to begin. Making a pillow with your hands, rest your forehead on the back of your hands. Take your feet about as wide as the mat. And just take the next couple of moments to soften your belly into the ground. Allow your shoulders to expand a little bit. As you melt the space between your shoulder blades a little bit across the upper back. And then let your breath move into the lower back. Maybe you can even feel it move to the sides, your breath that is, and all the way up towards the ceiling or the sky. And perhaps when you take a real deep breath in, you can feel that all the way down to your hips. Let's take a nice long inhale through the nose. And side out. Allow your lips to seal, breathing in and out of the nose. You can always layer on top of this your Ujjayi breath, finding that little constriction in the back of your throat to streamline your breath. Next, inhale, lifting your head. Tend your fingers to the outer edges of the mat, coming on your fingerprints, elbows face up about as high as your shoulders. On the inhale, lengthen through your arms as high as you like for a wider cobra pose. And then exhale, look to your left as you bend your elbows to the side. Inhale, coming up through center as high as you wish. And then exhale, looking to your right, bending your elbows. Twice more. Inhale, come up through the middle. Exhale, look to your left. Inhale, picks you up through the middle, again as high as you want. And then exhale, looking to your right. One more time, both directions. Inhale, up through center. And then exhale, looking to your left. Inhale, up through the middle, moving meditation. Exhale, looking to your right. Inhale, come up through center as high as you wish. And then exhale, belly back down. Draw your hands underneath your shoulders. Take your legs a little closer together. Tuck your toes, kick through your heels, hug the elbows in. And then as you kick through the heels, notice the knees and thighs float off the ground. Keep hugging the elbows in, draw the tailbone down and forward and press up into a plank pose. Shoulders over your wrists. Kicking through your heels. We're going to stay in plank, just explore a little bit of a cat and a neutral spine. On the exhale, cat spine, the back of the heart to the ceiling. Inhale, neutral plank, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, find that smidge of a cat spine. And then inhale, neutral plank. Exhale, smidge of a cat. Inhale, neutral plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. I always like to pedal out a little bit through my feet when I get here. Just making sure that you stay connected or get very much connected to your hands. Spreading your fingers out nice and wide. As you allow yourself to breathe, breathe into this fantastic shoulder opener. Slide your shoulder blades down your back by pushing the front of the mat forward, away from you. And again, we want to keep the knees unlocked so that we keep our pelvis unlocked. And then we can really breathe into that phenomenal back body opener. Take a nice long inhale through the nose. And side out. On your next inhale, let's lift your heels and hips. Let's ripple through your spine, a dome, a cat spine forward into plank pose. And then the exhale, draw that back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, big toes touching, float your right leg all the way up into the sky. Bend the knee, open hip, just to get into that big joint. And then circle through your right ankle clockwise, counterclockwise, just to prepare the ankle for our standing series. And then re-lengthen back through your right leg. Exhale, draw the right knee to the left elbow, cross body plank, to your left wrist, to the right wrist, to the right elbow. Inhale, a right down dog split. Exhale, feet together, downward facing dog. Next inhale, ripple it forward to your plank pose, take your time. Exhale, we'll go for knees, chest and chin. So from a tabletop with top toes, arc your back. Shoulders forward, elbows draw back. Chest and chin drop between the thumbs. Untuck your toes, pushing into the hands, sliding forward to your Cobra Bhujangasana. Exhale, all fours, retuck your toes to your downward facing dog. Next inhale, big toes touching. Inhale, float your left leg all the way up into the sky. Bend the knee, find that beautiful turn out. Circle through your ankle, a nice clockwise, counterclockwise. And then re-lengthen back through your leg, a dog split. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow, cross body plank. Move it over to the right wrist, to the left wrist, left elbow. Inhale, left dog split. Exhale, feet together, downward facing dog. Almost done here. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Now remember to push down and to kick through your heels as you lower down for Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, push through the palms. Try to relax your glutes. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Side out. Next inhale, walk your hands back to your feet at the back of the mat, finding your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, a half lift, flat back. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, up hands pose. And then exhale, hands to your heart. So setting up for your chair pose, maybe big toes touching, heels fists apart. Bend your knees, sweep your arms up by your ears. Try to pull your heart forward and draw the tailbone down. Keep your knees glued together as you come onto your tippy toes. Arms sweep forward, down and back. Inhale, arms sweep back up. Exhale, heels lower down to the ground. Twice more. Inhale, pop into the toes. Exhale, arms sweep down and back. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, heels lower down. One more time. Inhale onto the tippy toes. Exhale, arms sweep down and back. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, heels come down to the ground. Now on the inhale, come back into your tippy toes. Reach your arms forward, down and back. Go for diver's pose. Reach your fingers way back, navel in and up. Pull your heart forward and through. Try to come a little higher onto your tippy toes. And then exhale, heels down, hands down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, take it forward into your plank pose. And then once your shoulders are over the wrists, lower down through Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale through your nose. And maybe side out. So taking just a moment in your downward facing dog. And possibly, maybe with each exhale that you take, you can deepen into this shape. I always want to prevent myself from just hanging out in this shape and really not making anything happen. Next exhale, take a brief child's pose or sit up on your shins. Just to take that moment. I've been calling it a palate cleanser as we just take a moment to reset here, right? And let all of that go before we get into our next standing series. Next, inhale, all fours, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Option to stay in your down dog, or if you wish, ripple through your spine through a vinyasa of your choice. That can always be knees, chest and chin, of course, or just a ripple through the spine with the spinal wave. On your next inhale, bring your big toes to touch and float your right leg all the way up into the sky. Exhale, draw the right knee into your nose, shoulders are over the wrist. Then let the right knee hover right above the ground. Inhale, right knee to nose, back into the sky. Twice more. Exhale, right knee to nose. Let it hover above the ground. Inhale to nose, back into the sky. One more time. Exhale, knee to nose. Let it hover. Inhale, knee to nose, back into the sky. Spread through the toes. Exhale, step your right foot through, looking at your hands. Maybe your hands never leave the ground. Coming onto tented fingers, fists, or blocks. Inhale, look forward. Try to keep your feet where they are. Exhale, lengthen through your right leg and bow over the right leg as the head drops. Inhale, rebend your right knee. Weight comes forward, look forward. Exhale, lengthen through, just following your breath. One more time. Inhale, weight comes forward, draw the shoulders back, spread across the collarbones, and then exhale, bow over your own right leg. Inhale, rebend your right knee, look forward, and exhale, step the left foot next to the right, finding your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, double tap, forward fold, Uttanasana. A half lift and pop into the ball of your left foot. Interlace your fingers around your left shin or knee. Keep your thigh glued to your belly as you look forward and up, coming up to stand. Take the left leg with you. That superhero on the heart, draw the shoulders down. Circle through your left ankle, clockwise and counterclockwise. And then go for tree pose, a Vrikshasana. Left foot along the inside of your right leg, just avoid your knee joint. Taking a moment to find your hands at your heart. Now you want to balance from the tripod of your right foot. That's your big toe mount, your pinky toe mount, and your heel. You're constantly shifting between those three. Try to push down and to reach up at the same time to find that balance. Wrap your right lower arm around your lower back and take your left hand to the left inner knee. Gently guide the left knee back a bit, but draw the left hip forward for a little deeper hip opener. It's your own hands-on assist. Guide your left leg back behind you with your left hand, opening up into a half moon pose, but shins are coming from above. Why rush to come down, right? Maybe let your right hand hover above the ground. Maybe draw that right hand to your heart, kicking through the left heel. Find your breath. And on the exhale, a giant step back, lightly landing into your warrior two, finding your feet. Now check out your right knee, face it over second and third toe. We're gonna get a little spicy here in your legs, so go with your breath, please. Inhale, flip your right palm up to the sky and reach the arm overhead for your reverse warrior, but thread your left arm in front of your body, flexing the wrist as if you're trying to push against the wall that you are looking at. Then inhale, side angle left arm overhead, but thread your right arm in front of your body as if you're trying to push against the wall that is on the other end. Twice more. Inhale, reverse warrior, thread the left arm forward and through. Commit to the lunge. Exhale that side angle, but thread your right arm forward and through. One more time. Inhale your reverse. Full breath in. And then exhale that side angle variation with your right arm in front. Coming from your feet, your legs and core. Open up, inhale to triangle pose, lengthening through your right leg. Maybe look up so you can see the stacking of your left wrist over your left shoulder. If your right hand is down, maybe take it to the outer edge of your right ankle, shin, thigh. Not the thigh, the shin or the ankle. All right, on the inhale from the ground up, side angle, bend your right knee. Maybe right hand goes on the inside, perhaps slide the forearm onto the thigh. I just heel toe my back foot in so I can really anchor through the outer blade of that back foot. And maybe extend that left arm all the way over your ear, perhaps peeking underneath the armpit. From the ground up again, triangle pose. Maybe you find yourself a little deeper here. And if you wish, take that left arm all the way over your ear, going for a triangle kind of over your head. Exhale, left hand lowers to your right, toes to the left for a wide forward fold. Inhale, a little half lift. And then exhale, relax. Literally relax in your wide forward fold. If the crown of the head touches, line up fingertips and big toes. You can always take your shins to your triceps and then hug the knees in if you want to travel that way up into your tripod, or come up through your V-like shape, or stay in your wide forward fold. Steady breath though, find your Ujjayi and your fingertips. If you're up, we're going to straddle out the legs, kick through your heels, and then slowly find that soft landing. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, turn over your right leg for a spinal twist. Left hand down, right arm up on the inhale. Looking at your right hand, inhale, circle it to the back of the room, down forward, a power lunge, both arms by the ears. And then exhale, sweep your arms by your side. Inhale, arms back up overhead, biceps by the ears. Exhale, sweep them by your side. One more time, inhale, arms up. Exhale, sweep them by your side. Inhale, hands come down, frame your right foot. Go for a right down dog split. Bend your right knee, open hip, that is enough. If you want your rock star, tip it over to your left. Again, that can be completely stacked, shoulders and hips, or turn your heart up towards the ceiling if you want that small or larger heart opener. Pivot on the ball of your left foot for a right down dog split. And then exhale, fallen triangle, right knee, left elbow, pinky toe edge of the right foot anchors down. Take the sole of the left foot into the mat. Exhale, your left hand lowers, but keep your feet where they are. Pop on the ball of your left foot and slide your right leg a little bit back behind you. Again, we're in a plank, but there's a leg in the way. Stay here or look a bit forward, shoulders forward, elbows back, chaturanga push up, then straighten through the arms. Inhale, a right down dog split. And then exhale, feet together, downward facing dog. Next inhale picks you up to your plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog on the inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Nice long inhale through the nose. Side out. You can try to stay for one breath cycle at least in your downward facing dog. I honestly think that's more of a mental practice to sort of say train that delay of gratification of moving into your child's pose or Vajrasana. But not only just that, but also maybe invite in that sensation of child's pose in your downward facing dog. And then find a child's pose or sit up on your shins. Sip of water or towel off. I'm just going to switch sides, but you can stay where you are. All right. Whenever you're ready, all fours on the inhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Just come back to your breath. As always, prioritize your breath. Even if you can only do that, for 3 minutes, like just for 3 minutes, Make it about your breath and see what happens in the body. Inhale, big toes touching back of the mat. Lift your left leg all the way up into the sky. Exhale, draw the left knee into your nose. And then let it hover right above the ground. Inhale, knee to nose, into the sky. Twice more. Exhale, left knee to nose. Let it hover above the ground. Inhale, knee to nose, back into the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, let it hover, push through the palms. Inhale, knee to nose, back into the sky. Exhale, step the foot all the way through, and maybe use your hands if you need to. Coming onto those tented fingers, fists, or blocks. Look forward so you can open up across your chest, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, lengthen through your left leg, allow your head to drop. Twice more. Inhale, rebend, weight comes forward. Exhale, follow your breath as you bow over the leg. One more time. Inhale, shoulders draw back, push to the right heel, and then exhale, lengthen through your left leg. Next inhale, rebend your left knee, look forward. Exhale, step that right foot next to the left, finding your forward fold, Uttanasana. A half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Pop onto the ball of your right foot as you take a half lift. Hands interlace them around your right shin or knee, belly to thigh. Look forward and up, take the leg with you as you come up to stand. Circle through your right ankle, clockwise, counterclockwise, steady breath. Then find Vrikshasana, your tree pose. Now I know aesthetically we're kind of conditioned to place the foot up high, but taking it lower on your calf or your ankle, you're actually further away from your center of gravity, and that can make balance harder. So anywhere along the leg is great, just avoid the left knee joint here. When you feel steady, you're balancing on the tripod of that left foot. Take your left lower arm around your lower back, and then your right hand into the right inner hip crease. Navel in and up, get a little longer. Gently guide your right knee back a smidge and right hip forward a bit, and you might find that deeper hip opening. Your right hand can guide the right leg. Open up, Ardha Chandrasana. Right leg goes back. Left hand lowers, but what's the rush? Maybe hover, moving all of this from your core, top limbs engaged. Perhaps draw the left hand to your heart if you wish. Keep kicking through that right leg. On the exhale, giant step back, warrior two. Find your feet. Check out your lunge that everything is properly set up. Energy through the arms. Tap into your feet for this one. Inhale, reverse warrior, but thread your right arm in front. Exhale, that side angle, but thread the left arm in front of your body. Gosh, so much core. Twice more. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, find that side angle. One more time. Inhale, that reverse warrior. Stay committed to the lunge. And then exhale, find that side angle. Pushing through your feet, find your legs. Open up to triangle pose on the inhale. And perhaps let that left hand rest on the block, your shin, or perhaps the inner ankle. Again, if the hand is down outside, give it a try. From the ground up, on the inhale, bend your left knee, side angle, a block. Palm down, tented fingers. Maybe your right arm reaches all the way over your ear. Again, I'm going to heel toe my back foot in a spinch. Find your breath. One more time from the ground up, triangle pose this time. Draw the hips back. Perhaps look up so you can stack wrist over shoulder. Draw the tailbone to that back heel. Maybe sweep your right arm over your ear for that extra second triangle shape over your head. Exhale, right hand lowers, turn the left toes to the right for that wide forward fold. I always need to adjust my feet a bit. Inhale, half lift. And then exhale, your wide forward fold. Hold onto your ankles, yogi toe lock around your big toes. Or walk your hands in between your legs to really draw your shoulders underneath the hips. I like to take this into my Shirshasana C. It can look very intimidating, but your tripod is really wide. So you're actually very, very stable. Steady gaze, try not to sink in your neck. Keep using your hands and your core. And then if you are up in any variation, take your time to bring the legs back down through the straddle. And then find a half lift on the inhale. Exhale, turn over your left leg through a runner's lunge into a spinal twist. Right hand down, inhale, left arm up. The next inhale, sweep your left hand to the back of the room, down, forward, and then both arms come up for that power lunge, bicep by the ears, 45 degree in the entire body. Exhale, sweep your arms by your side. Inhale, arms sweep back, forward, overhead. Twice more. Exhale by your side. Inhale, up, overhead. Exhale by your side. And then inhale, up, overhead. Exhale, hands come down, and inhale, sweep your left leg all the way up into the sky, dog split. Maybe you wish to take your rock star here, tip it over for that variation. Maybe heart turns all the way up towards the ceiling. And then on the inhale, pivot that around on the ball of your right foot for your left down dog split. Exhale, fallen triangle, left knee to right elbow. Plant that left foot down. Inhale, right arm up. On the exhale, plant your right hand down. Keep your legs where they are. Pop on the ball of the right foot. And then slide that left leg back a bit. Stay up, spicy enough. Or your chaturanga push up. Back through long arms. Inhale, a left dog split. And then exhale, feet together, downward facing dog. Stay here or coming forward, inhale to your plank. Chaturanga or knees, chest and chin, or ripple through the spine. Upward facing dog or your cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Side out. Alright. Walk your hands back to your feet at the back of the mat. And then take your feet as wide as the mat, toes out, heels in. We'll take a moment to rest, but we'll do it in Malasana. I like to close my eyes here. Find that Mula Bandha, lifting of your pelvic floor. As always, you'll feel your glutes, inner, outer thighs engage. Find that wildly active squat. And then take your hands down, hips lift, face your toes forward. Might be nice to go for a ragdoll, opposite elbows, or yogi toe lock around your big toes. Find a little half lift. And then exhale, bend your elbows to the side to fold over your legs. Maybe rock the weight into the front of your feet. And then you can let go of elbows, big toes, a half lift, heel toe your feet underneath you. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. And then exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms sweep up, full breath in. Exhale, fold over. Half lift, flat back, inhale. Exhale, walk it forward. You can lower down through any vinyasa of your choice, or just draw it back to your downward facing dog. And then after that, take a moment, child's pose, or sit up on your shins. I'm going to switch sides again. You can stay where you are. Okay. I'm going to dig a little deeper into your hips now. Sip a water towel off, and then we'll get going. Inhale, O4s. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, break toes to touch and float your right leg all the way up. Exhale, step the foot through between your hands. Left foot is smidged to the left, lower the heel to the right. Coming up into your warrior one. Strong in your feet, strong in the pinky toe edge of your left foot. Maybe draw your right hip back a bit and move the left side of your torso a smidge forward. Hands reach behind you, interlace your fingers. Inhale, pull down the back thigh, heart opens to the sky. And then exhale, humble warrior, heart, chest, chin, then the crown of the head drops. Looking at your back foot, let the head be heavy. Maybe bring your palms to touch in this great and beautiful shoulder opener. Try not to swing your booty out to the right, draw that hip underneath you. Now keep your hands clasped behind you as you lift your torso up and place it on your right thigh. Pop onto the ball of your left foot. Weight is in your right leg. Keep your belly to your thigh as you come up into a toppling tree. I recommend you look down. Sweep that left leg up. Take that bind over your head for counterbalance. Breath, breath, breath. Keep kicking through the left heel. And then on the exhale, left foot lowers down. Next to the right, release your bind. Arms sweep up, chair pose on the inhale. Exhale, hands to heart, twist to your right for your twisted chair. Always a finding of your twist, never forcing. Level out ankles, knees, and hips. Looking down, pop on the ball of your left foot. Inhale, a giant step back into your twisted lunge. Take your time. I always have to scoot it a little bit further back. Open across your collarbones. Keep pushing through the left heel. All right, right leg is on fire. Try to stay low for your balance here in this transition. Inhale, come up a bit. Exhale, Skandasana over your left leg. Back of the mat. Maybe come up a little bit in order to have the left heel on the ground. So you can push through that left heel, switching sides. Skandasana over your right. And then a wide forward fold, lengthen through both your legs. A half lift, so you can take your heels underneath you, bending the knees, face the toes out. For this kind of a lower high goddess or the sumo squat. Elbows go to your inner knees, hands go to your inner ankles. Try not to stick your seat out, draw the tail down. On the inhale, a cow spine. And exhale, a cat spine. Try not to let the knees collapse in. Twice more. Inhale, cow spine, arc your back. Exhale, a cat spine. Push the back of the heart to the ceiling. One more time. Inhale, a cow spine. And then exhale, a cat spine. Big, big hip opener. Hands come down. Push your heels out. A wide forward fold. Relax. Maybe sway a little bit. Deep inhale through the nose. Side out. Next inhale, half lift, hands underneath your shoulders. Exhale, turn over your right leg into a boomerang twist on the inhale. All 10 toes to the right. And then on the inhale, turn over your right leg into a right down dog split. All right, connect to your fire in your belly here because you're gonna need it, I find. Exhale, right knee to nose. Figure 4, right ankle over your left thigh. Push your booty back. Keep the figure 4 as you pivot the left heel to the right for figure 4 side plank, left arm up. Exhale, bend your left knee, scoot to the back of the mat. And then inhale, open up to a fallen triangle. So you're radiating in all directions. We'll do that twice more. Exhale, right ankle to left thigh. And then squat back. Inhale, fall in triangle, open up, find your feet, your legs. Exhale, right ankle to left thigh. Bend your left knee, scoot back. And then inhale, fall in triangle. Awesome. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, a right dog split. Exhale, one more figure four, right ankle, left thigh, push your booty back into the sky. Keep your figure four as you come forward to a figure four plank, but then lower your left knee and right shin carefully down to the ground. Pivot your left foot to the right, drop your right booty cheek a bit over to the right, and you have this kind of figure four setup. You can take your right foot towards the inner left thigh here, or take the pinky toe edge of your right foot to the inner left hip crease. Make sure you face the right knee down. Wherever you are, wrap your right arm around your lower back. Maybe find the right big toe, or perhaps into the left inner hip crease. Left hand goes to the right knee, and just where your hands are, you are already in a nice twist, aka Vinyasa twist, or perhaps twist a little bit more towards your right. And maybe turn your left cheekbone up to the sky to get like a nice scalene stretch. Actually, let's do that, your right cheekbone. Deep inhale through the nose and side out. Carefully release your pretzel here and the half lotus. Swing your left leg all the way around, step it over your right thigh, maybe a quarter turn forward to square off with the front of the mat. Left hand behind you, inhale, right arm up. We'll counter twist on the exhale for Ardha Matsyendrasana seated twist. Perhaps if you want to, elbow, palm, or maybe take a bind. If you want to take this onto your palms into your cross-legged side crow, Dvipada, Kundanyasana 1, all the stuff that we did in my last class, you're more than welcome to, or just stay here in the twist. Then carefully release whatever it is you are doing currently, and inhale, find a counter twist to your right. Coming up, step that left foot in front of your right shin. Use your right hand, push the ground away, open up into revolved half moon pose. On the left foot, right hand underneath your shoulder, right leg floats up. Face your right toes, kneecap down, left arm all the way up to the sky. Look down onto the horizon or all the way up to the sky, stacking left shoulder underneath the left wrist. Then on the exhale, lower your left hand down. As you keep your right leg up, but draw the right knee into your nose. Left hand, grab the pinky toe edge of your right foot or outer right thigh. Look forward and up, coming up to stand. Reach your right arm all the way behind you. Once you feel steady on the left leg, maybe kick the right heel forward for your Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana C. Breath, breath, breath. Carefully moving into a figure four chair, looking forward, place your right ankle on your left thigh, hands to heart, booty goes way, way back. Maybe rest your forearms on your shin, or one more counter twist from one twist to the other. You can lift up a bit and turn to your left, taking your right elbow or tricep to the sole of your right foot, and then perhaps hands to heart. Big breath in. Side out. Exhale, figure four, forward fold, maybe tented fingers blocks. Pulse to the left leg or straighten through. Awesome. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, unhook your right foot, finding your forward fold, Uttanasana. Another half lift, re-lengthen, reset. A step back, maybe a jump back directly or skip. Upward facing dog or cobra if you're moving through your vinyasa. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Breath, breath, breath. Deep inhale through the nose and sigh out. And then please take your time, just a brief child's pose or sit up on your shins. We're still going through quite a bit of a heat patch here in New York, I think all across the US. I'm getting new AC on Friday, I'm excited. But for now, you know, in the summertime, it's normal and kind of nice actually to sweat it out. So, a little side note, I think it's always better to be a little bit on the warmer side than if the room is so cool and cold that you're not even breaking a sweat, especially in the summertime. All right, inhale all fours, and then exhale downward facing dog. Next inhale, bring your big toes to touch and float your left leg all the way up into the sky. Exhale, step the foot forward and through between your hands. Right foot is smidged to the right, lower the heel, finding your feet to come up into your warrior one. So it really begins with your feet. Connect them down, spread through the soles of your feet, relaxing your left toes and that right foot, drive that pinky toe edge down. Hands go behind your tail on the inhale, interlace your fingers, pull your fist down and back, open up the heart to the ceiling. Exhale, your humble, devotional warrior. Take your time to dive down, head drops. Look at your back foot, back knee, or even your belly button. And then maybe commit to the lunge a little bit more. Strangely enough, I find that sometimes to make this a bit more accessible, even this shape. And then lift your torso, but keep your hands clasped. Place your left thigh underneath your belly. Pop onto the ball of your right foot. Weight goes into the left leg. Keep belly to thigh for your toppling tree. Straighten through the left leg. Float your right leg up. Look down. Use that fist, that bind overhead to help you balance. Go for one more breath. Then step the right foot next to the left. Bending both knees, release your clasp, arms sweep up, chair pose on the inhale. Exhale, hands to heart, twist to your left. Take that right elbow or tricep across, and then find your twist, rolling your left shoulder back, open up across the chest. Peeking down, pop on the ball of your right foot. Take a giant step back with that right leg into your twisted lunge. I always need to take it further back than I think. And then again, roll the heart open, maybe even peek over your back shoulder. Push to that back heel. Breath, breath, breath. Again, try not to come up so much. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, Skandasana over your right leg. Maybe this time extend your right fingertips in front of your right shin, left arm up. If you want to, you can go for the bind, wrapping around right shin and lower back. Carefully let the bind go. If you have it, push to the right heel, switching sides, Skandasana over your left. And if you wanted to, just expand your wings, or maybe find your bind. Pull your heart open to the sky, maybe straighten to the arms. And then releasing that, finding your wide forward fold, hands down. A half lift. Turn your heels in, toes out, bend your knees. Take your elbows, inner knees, hands, inner ankles. All right, breath, breath, breath. On the inhale, slide your left forearm on your left thigh. Circle your right arm overhead. Open this up for this side angle in this goddess squat. Exhale, elbows, inner knees, hands, inner ankles. Inhale, right forearm on your right thigh. Circle your left arm overhead. Exhale, elbows, inner ankle, knees, hands, inner ankles. Inhale, left forearm, left thigh, right arm overhead. Exhale, take the underground route. Inhale, right forearm, right thigh, left arm overhead. One more pause, go underground, hug. Inhale, left forearm, left thigh, right arm overhead. And then exhale, take it underground. Inhale, right forearm, right thigh, left arm overhead. And then exhale, circle left hand, right hand down, kick the heels out. Wide forward, fold a little piece of heaven for your legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, turn over your left leg. Inhale into a boomerang twist. All 10 toes to the left. And then next inhale, turn over your left leg, runner's lunge. Sweep your left leg all the way up, dog split. All right, here we go. Exhale, left knee to nose, figure four, left ankle, right thigh, booty back. Keep ankle glued to thigh as you pivot right heel to the left. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, bend your right knee, squat back. Inhale, open up, fallen triangle, both legs lengthen. Exhale, take that left ankle to a right thigh. Scoot back. Inhale, fallen triangle. Move in all directions. Use your obliques. One more time. Left ankle, right thigh. Scooting back. And then inhale, open up to your fallen triangle. Exhale, right hand lowers. Inhale, left dog split. Exhale, one more figure four, left ankle, right thigh, push your booty back. Keep your figure four as you come forward to a figure four plank. Lower right knee and left shin down. Carefully swivel your right foot to the left a bit. Drop the left glute over to your left. Reset a little bit so you can take the sole of your left foot towards your inner right thigh. Or the half lotus, pinky toe edge, left foot, inner right hip crease, face the left knee down. Wrap your left arm around your lower back, find the left big toe or the right inner hip crease. And then take your right hand on the left knee. Stay as you are, or gently turn a bit further over to your left. And then turn your left cheekbone up towards the sky if you want that little nice scalene stretch. Deep inhale through the nose. And side out. Carefully letting all of that uncoil. Undo the half lotus. Swing your right leg forward, step it over your left thigh, facing forward, maybe a small adjustment. Right hand goes behind you, inhale, left arm up. Exhale, twisting to your right, elbow, palm. Maybe stay as you are. If you want the bind, thread the left arm through, right arm around your back. Again, you can take this onto palms, you're twisted, cross-legged side crow, Dvipada, kicking both heels forward. Might be easier to take your twisted side crow into Vinyasa one straight away. Wherever you are, nice long inhale, maybe a sigh. Carefully undoing or coming out of your arm balance. A counter twist to the left. And then come back up. Inhale, step your right foot forward. Use your left hand. Push the ground away. Step into your right foot. Left hand, take it underneath your shoulder. Tented fingers or block. Left leg lifts. Right arm sweeps up. Parvita, Ardha Chandrasana. Looking down, maybe you want to slowly look to your side. Or all the way up, lift that left heel, find the left hamstrings. And then exhale, right hand lowers, keep your left leg up. Draw the left knee into your nose, no rush. Right hand, take it to the pinky toe edge of your left foot or outer left thigh. Inhale, look forward and up, take the leg with you. Reach your left arm all the way back. Gosh, I can't stress that enough. Such a counterbalance. Maybe look over your left shoulder, maybe kick your left heel forward. Find your breath. Go for one. Go for two. And then move that into your figure four chair. Starting to look forward, left ankle, right thigh, booty way, way back. Forearms to your shin. This is enough. Breathe here. If you want to counter the counter twist, you can slowly lift up, hook left elbow or left tricep to the sole of the left foot, and then maybe twist a little bit more to your right. Breath, breath, breath. Take your time to find your figure four, forward fold. Pulse a bit. A half lift on the inhale, so you can unhook the left ankle, forward fold, Uttanasana. Half lift, flat back, flat back. A step back, a jump back, or float back. Upward facing dog, or your cobra, or nothing at all, to your downward facing dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Side out. Alright, and then take a brief child's pose or sit up on your shins. I've got one more smaller standing wave to go. As usually when I get into some deeper shapes, I want to make sure that I have everybody properly prepared and set up. So let's get into that. All right, on the inhale, all fours, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next inhale, big toes touching. Float your right leg all the way up into the sky. Exhale, step the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Lower your left knee down, untuck your toes, look forward. Inhale, sweep your right arm forward, up and all the way back. Might be yummy to take your tail grab at this point. You can always come onto your left forearm if you wish. And then turn your chest up towards the ceiling, pulse a little bit with your back leg. Totally cool to let your right knee splay out. Deep inhale through the nose. And then side out. Carefully let the back tail go. If you have it, come onto your palms. And take a little wider half split here. Maybe you wish to breathe here a couple of breaths, or a little wider full split, so a little wider Hanumanasana. You might find that's a little bit more accessible with this angle. You can stay up, which will dig you into the front of the trailing leg, or perhaps fold forward for a little bit more of the hammies of your front leading leg. Find another breath in through the nose. Side out. And carefully come back to palms if you're on forearms. If the leg is long, draw it back, rebend the knee. Keep your right foot where it is, but swivel your left foot a bit over to your right, like a kickstand. And maybe you want to rock front to back here. Maybe you want to come onto your forearms here and breathe into this lizard variation. Or slide your right shoulder underneath your right knee. The hand is on the outside of your right foot. And lift your torso and pop onto the ball of your right foot. If you want to, you can take your left hand to the pinky toe edge of your right foot or right ankle, and then turn your chest to the left. Now, maybe when that stuck feeling comes, you want to roll your left shoulder back to extend through your right leg for your supported Vishwamitrasana here. Deep breath in, side out, and then take that right foot back down to where you had it. Carefully unhook your right shoulder, turn to your left, pivoting on the ball of your right foot, and then lower your right knee down. Parallel your shins, come onto palms, and then take your knees out a bit wider for your frog. Now you can always slide a bolster underneath your belly. You want to look behind you that your ankles, your knees, and your hips are all in a straight line. Often in frog, I see the hips come forward or back. To get into your groin, you really want to find that 90-90 degree. And if it's too much, of course, you can draw the big toes a bit closer together and draw your seat back. Let's take 2 more breaths here. So besides your straddle split, I really cannot think of a deeper groin opener than this one. Find another breath, deep inhale, sigh out. Take your time to come back into your palms if you're on forearms. So to come out, draw your big toes to touch. Behind you, drop your seat a bit back and then take your knees closer together, like child's pose. Hands go between your knees. Hop up to your malasana for a moment, just so you can take your hands down and step to that wider, lower sumo squat. Draw the hips underneath. Right hand goes to the inside of the right foot, right outer shoulder, inner right knee, left arm up. That's enough. Make sure the left knee doesn't collapse in. Keep it over those first, second, third toe. Maybe wrap the left arm around you and perhaps go for a bind. Or if you want, slide your right shoulder underneath the right knee, top on the ball of the right foot, and maybe take your Vishma in your high goddess here. Make it about your left foot. You gotta anchor down there. And then take that right foot back down if it's over your head. Turn your heels out as the hands come down, your wide forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, turn over your right leg, runner's lunge. Inhale to a right dog split. Maybe you wish to take a one-legged plank into a one-legged chaturanga, to your upward facing dog or cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Nice long inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. And then find that child's pose or sit up on your shins before we take it into our final side here. And I always want to kind of remind myself, my student friends, I say it here on YouTube, I say it in my classes, you know, give the second side an opportunity to be its own conversation. Like usually either 2 things happen. If I think I rocked it on one side, I kind of set myself up for expectation for the other side. And what if it's very different? Then I'm just going to feel disappointed. Which is beside the whole point here, right? We want to be in each breath, each moment. Or if you think we could have done better, whatever that means, we're kind of pulling the rug from underneath ourselves in the same way. So just let it unfold as it is. Final lap, all fours on the inhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Next inhale, big toes touching, float your left leg all the way up. Exhale, lightly step it to the outside of your left hand. Lower right knee down, untuck the toes, look forward. Inhale, sweep your left arm forward, up and all the way back. Maybe the tail grab if you wish. Maybe eventually come onto your right forearm. Turning your heart up towards the ceiling, a nice pulse. Maybe a nice long inhale through the nose. Side out. Carefully release that tail if you have it. Come onto your palms if you're on forearms. With the toes of the left foot facing forward, a little wider Ardha Hanumanasana, that kind of wider angle. Maybe you want to slide that forward into that little wider full Hanumanasana, or your journey into that. You can walk your hands back, coming upright. Again, you'll get more into the back leg, the front of that back leg, or perhaps you want to take it down to the ground. Deep inhale through the nose. Side out. Take your time. If you are on forearms, come on palms, and if the leg is long, rebend the knee, weight comes forward. So pull your right foot over to the left like a kickstand. And then perhaps just rock your weight front to back. Stay with your breath. You can do this before you decide to hook that left shoulder as you pop on the ball of the left foot. Make sure you breathe, push into the left hand. Right hand can go to the pinky toe edge or left ankle. Pulse a little bit. This is enough. And then it turns into this wild shoulder opener, rolling your right shoulder back. Keep pushing through the left palm. And then taking your time, take that left foot back down if it was up. Hands underneath your shoulders. Turn to your right, pivoting on the ball of your left foot. Turn the left knee in. Set yourself up for frog number 2. Knees, maybe slide them out a bit wider. Lining up ankle right, straight line underneath the knee. And the knee straight line to the hip. Forearms, palms. And allow your groin, inner thighs permission to open up. Deep inhale through the nose. Inside out. And then taking your time. Again, I always say take your time. You don't want to rush out of this. Come onto your palms if you're on forearms. To come out, we draw the big toes to touch behind us. Weight comes back and take your legs a little closer together. Place your hands between your knees and then pop up to your malasana. Always a fun transition. Let's wrap this up. Hands come down, hips come up. Step it a little wider for your little wider sumo squat here. No rush. Left hand, inner left foot. Glue outer left shoulder, inner left knee. Reach your right arm up. That's enough. Maybe go for half. Maybe go for a full bind. Just mind that right knee. If you want to, hook the left shoulder underneath the left knee. Right hand, pinky toe edge, left foot. Rock it all into your right foot. And then maybe possibly pushing into that right heel, left palm, opening up Vishma in your high goddess. And then take that left foot down. Hands come underneath you, heels face out, toes forward, wide forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale over your left leg, runner's lunge. Inhale to your left down dog split. Your choice to wrap this up. One-legged plank to one-legged chaturanga, a regular one, or skip. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Side out. And then take your time to come down onto hands and knees. We did a million figure fours. I'm going to omit pigeon butt. Let's face the long edge of your mat. Just so you can keep your heels on the mat if at all possible. You walk your butt bones back. You can sit on the block. That little lift can help you to find that forward slant. Kick through your heels, activating quads, hamstrings. Find a little lift. And then exhale, start to slowly walk your hands forward. Each inhale, I come up for air a bit. And then on the exhale, maybe walk it a little bit further forward. So take your time with that travel. Inhale, lifting, coming out of your lower back. Turn your butt bones back so you can find that long, tall spine folding over. You can slide a bolster or a block underneath your belly and forehead if that helps. And then on your next inhale, take your time to come up. You can draw one leg to the other, doesn't matter which way, so you can roll onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. We did a ton of twisting today. So when it's really hot, full wheel can feel a bit intense for me, but you're more than welcome to take full wheel Urdhva Dhanurasana, a bridge pose. Sometimes I just like to take a fish pose, which keeps your legs long, keep the legs glued together, and then point through your toes. Taking the fleshy part underneath, your thumbs underneath the fleshy part of your seat. Draw the elbows towards your torso, push into the forearms to lift the chest, head drops. Maybe this is enough. If you want to, you can float your legs up. Maybe even reach your arms in front of you overhead. Hands can come down, lower your legs down, and then lifting the chest to untuck. And maybe again you want to bend your knees, take a bit of a windshield wiper side to side. I truly love taking Supta Baddha Konasana towards the end of my practice, one hand to heart, one to belly. And you're more than welcome to stay there for a couple of breaths. You can take anything at all that you wish to take to wrap up your practice. As I will set myself up to give you a little sound bath here. So from your Supta Baddha Konasana, maybe stay there. Or perhaps again, if you wish, feel free to lengthen out through your legs and move in and towards your Savasana. so much for practicing with me. My name is Babette, and I'll see you very soon.